I run a growth agency for e-commerce brands, and the number one reason why I see a Facebook ad account get restricted is because the personal account that is connected to it has not verified their ID. Now, when this happens, it's pretty easy to solve. The owner of the Facebook account simply needs to submit their ID. But the problem is when you do this, it can take up to 2 weeks for Facebook to verify the ID. So we have clients spending 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand per month. And as you can imagine, having 2 weeks of downtime whilst we are spending that much is a huge, huge problem. But thankfully, there is a way for you to pre-verify your ID, meaning you won't get restricted for this reason and you won't have weeks of downtime. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So let's head right over to the laptop now. Okay, so we are on Facebook here. If you don't have Newsfeed Eradicator, by the way, I would highly, highly recommend it. A great way to not get sucked into cat videos and all the wild stuff that is always on the Facebook newsfeed. Anyway, when we're on Facebook, what we want to do to verify is to come over to here. So come over here, click Settings and Privacy, and then click Settings. So this is on your personal Facebook account, if you've noticed, not on your ad account or your business manager or anything like that. Then you want to come over to here where you can search the settings and you want to type in identification. It should say confirmation or verification. That was it there. So identity confirmation is what you want. So click onto this. Then it will show you who you want to choose. So pick yourself. And it will take you to something like this. Let me make my head a bit smaller. So as you can see, mine has already been confirmed. Mine was confirmed a long, long time ago. And this is what you want to see. If you don't see this, then you want to do this. You will see something like this here where it says confirm your identity. And you can click get started. And you can pick the reason. Most of the time, you're going to pick this. If you are one of the very, very few who does actually run ads about social issues, elections, politics, things like that, then you can click this. But most of the time, it's going to be here to do this. What actually happens when I click this? Okay, it asks me to authenticate. I don't want to go all the way through anyway because I don't want to restart this process. But you can go through and you can do it like that. It's super, super easy. From that point, then it's going to ask you for your ID. It's usually going to ask you a bit of background information as well. Just give it all completely honestly for them. I used my driver's license as that is a government acceptable form of ID from the UK originally where it was. Now I would use a different one. But you can use a passport or anything, things like that. When you come into here as well, you want to make sure that you have store ID selected. So this should be on automatically anyway, but you don't want this turned off. You want this to have it, to allow it to store it and keep it. So that it means anytime in the future they need to verify your ID for any reason, your ID is already there. You won't need to go through that review process, which could take up to 2 weeks. And guys, it really is as simple as that. This is so easy to do. It'll take you a few minutes, but it's super, super important to do. If you have any problems going through this, you can speak to support and you can get it go through. Sometimes the only issues you'll have when doing this is you may have problems with the ID. So maybe you'll submit one that isn't accepted or the information on it might not be clear. As long as you can follow the rules there, which I'm sure you can, then you should be fine with doing this. So that is how you can pre-verify your Facebook profile with your ID to stop the chance of you being restricted for identity reasons. As I said, that's one of the most common reasons why accounts get restricted. So you are massively reducing your chance of being restricted by doing this and avoiding downtime. It will take you 5 minutes to do this. So it is so worth it. We get every single client who comes on board to us to do this as soon as they come on board because we do not want any downtime. So I highly recommend you go and do this. And if you are running Facebook ads and you want to see how to properly troubleshoot your campaigns, then I have a 30-minute training, which I'm going to leave around here, where I walk through the only 4 metrics that you need to look at in order to increase your ROAS and how you can have an effect on each of those. So that's it for today, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.